Hello everybody, Max here with Music Lessons 101. Today we're going to work on this new blues thing that I uploaded recently, and it's got some pretty cool little guitar licks, and I started just jamming on it and thought this would be a cool lesson. And you know, there's some cool licks in there that I've been kind of working on personally that I thought I would share with you. So um, in the key of E. And so I'm going to assume you know your E and your A and your B seventh, okay? I will probably post the chords up there because there's going to be a few more exotic kind of chords in there, or more jazz chords that I threw in there. I always like to do that. So we're going to have this this rhythm thing here. Okay, so what I'm thinking here is you have your E down here and your E up here. Okay, so I'm kind of going from this E to a D, but I'm just kind of doing it. Then I'm throwing this this B on top of here, which kind of gives you almost like an 11th chord in a way. But then I'm going to throw in this 9th up here. So you end up with this. Okay, so I did that one time through. Then the second time we're going to do this. Okay, pardon, my guitar seems to be a little bit out of tune on this little triad here. So what's happening there? I'm going to go. We're adding our thumb. We're adding this C sharp at the top, and then we're going to go to this little E triad. Okay, so if you notice when you play your E chord like this, or you have that little triad there. Okay, and pardon my guitar, it's a little bit out of tune. I can't seem to get this chord to. It's almost pretty close, but it'll have to do for this video. It's just a little bit out. I think I need to set my intonation, but so it's going to go like this. Okay, so then that takes us into that when it goes to the A. Okay, so so that's the first part. So then what happened? I just went. So. So you can kind of think of that, that little walk in. If you think of the key of E, you kind of think of the E major pentatonic. So that's all that's happening. So we're going to go A. So all this is just a G chord, okay? I kind of wanted just kind of this cool airy type of a sound to it. Kind of 70s-ish. Kind of an airy sound, kind of like sounding like it's from the 70s in a way. Okay, so all that's just a G with the B in the bass. And then we're going to go to a D6. Oh, there's a culprit. So we got this. I'm kind of muting. And it's going to go to a G to a D. So what's happening there? I'm just grabbing just this little triad on your G. You could go like this, but you can see it doesn't quite have the same sound. So we're going to go, and you can see we have this this root note in the G is going to slide down to the third of D. So okay, so then that brings us into the, I think it actually does that through 2 times. I'll probably upload the backing track for this too. Actually, I will do that, okay? So that gets you to the first 2 sections. I'll go ahead and do that whole thing all the way through so you can kind of get your bearings on this. So here we go from the top. Okay, so let me break down that second time through that I just showed you. So I kind of wanted to do something kind of from the minor scale, because you could play this, blues. You could do it like with an E minor pentatonic. So I was kind of thinking of this kind of exotic E minor chord that I like to do. It's an E minor 9th. So I just hit the low E, and then we're going to have the 2 open strings above it. So that part's pretty easy. Okay, so then I just did, this is like a simple cliche riff. Again, you're thinking your E minor pentatonic. Okay, and the second little box you have up here. If you've been playing for a while, you're going to recognize this right off the bat. You probably don't even need me to show you this. Now we're back into the A. Okay, so now this part of the song, we're going to go to the B7th. Okay, so I wanted to find kind of a different way to fit that B7th in there. So what we're going to do, we're going to go B7. And you'll notice, like in the video, I actually switched to this pickup here because I'm going to do like some little lead stuff in there, but I was just going to go ahead and stay here in the middle for now for the sake of the video. But if you watch the video of me doing it, you'll see where I switched the pickup. And I'm kind of doing a little bit of palm muting here. Let me bring this mic up here. Hope this mic is picking up the guitar. Okay, so this next lick is kind of one that I've been working on, just kind of like a blues arpeggio. But it's going to go to the C right here. Okay, so let me outline the chords first. So it's going to go. We have coming off of the end of that A part. Okay, so what that was, I just went B, C, but don't hit that string like I did a minute ago. It doesn't sound good, the B string. I mean, you could do it this way, but we're going to be doing a little lead there, so don't worry about that so much. So we're on the B7th, C, the Jimi Hendrix chord, the B, B7, sharp 9. And then I decided to go with the B7 flat 9. So you hear that? Then to E minor. Okay, so let me show you that little riff that I did. So you know your little arpeggio on C. Okay, we're going to take the top part, and then we're going to hit the 7th. Okay, so that's the little lick that I threw in there. I've been kind of doing like some riffs, just kind of, you can take that riff and do it all over the fretboard. It's a cool sounding riff on the blues. So it's going to go okay, so all I did there is I just hit the E, the harmonics on the E. So okay, then the next riff I did is kind of is another new kind of a blues thing I've been working on. I got this from watching like a Larry Carlton video where he does like, it's, you know, so you have to remember we're on the E minor right here, okay? So if you've ever watched any of my Johnny Smith videos, you'll this is like an E minor shape right here. I use this a lot. It's really a hard one to reach, but most guys only just use this top part of the E minor. So I was kind of thinking that, but you can go from this E minor okay, so it's going minor, major, minor, okay. But the way I ended up playing this was with a little bit of a twist because I wanted it to fit into the song. So it's going to be okay. Okay, so what I was doing there is so when you come down off of this Okay, so what's going on there? I'm kind of thinking of an E minor melodic minor. What I'm thinking there is a harmonic minor scale. So if you play your E minor scale, natural minor, okay, the harmonic minor has the major seventh in there. So you could play any kind of minor scale. If you just remember where your root note is, here's your E. If you just put the major seventh from the scale, or the flatted seventh, here's your root note, just flat the note below it, you'll get a harmonic minor. You could probably do it up here. So that's an E harmonic minor E, but so there's a regular natural minor. But see, notice there's my root note. There's another root note. There's your octave. So you can always throw that in there, okay? So even if you're playing, like, say, let's go to an A for a second. I'm getting off track here, but I'll just show you this real quick. See, that's kind of a fun thing to do. So all I did is on my A minor pentatonic, which we all know and love, you know, you have an A here, and one there. The other way you can kind of think of it too is, I always remember you have your flat 5 here. Well, then that A is right below it. Okay, I'm going way off track here, but just remember, just flat the note right below your octave. That'll be good. That's all I was thinking there. So put that all together. Sharp 9, flat 9, about 10 pounds of whammy, then the little riff, harmonic minor, okay, and then I just came up here on the E minor. Then, okay, coming out of the bridge, we're going to go from the G to the D. We're going to go back to the A, but let me show you what I did there. So I'm just doing these double stops. See where I'm thinking of an E chord here? So okay, let me do that slow for you. So I'm kind of thinking of kind of just working around this little E. Here's like an E7th here. I'm bending up from the major, from the 6th to the 7th. And this time, instead of doing I did this bend with the so either or sounds good. That's the first way I did it. The second way I did it was like. Okay, let me do that whole thing for you slow. So now that last little riff is kind of a mixolydian because you're in E. So what I was thinking there, I'm thinking of A. Okay, so that's coming from an A major scale. And the way I'm looking at that is here's your E. We're playing an E. E is the 5 of A. So which would be like an E mixolydian. Okay, so which ends up being an A major scale. I'm going to end up doing another video on modes. Okay, but you could just remember that shape. But really what I'm seeing this A major scale here. Okay, so let me explain that part to you. It's going to go to the A. So now I'm thinking A major pentatonic scale. Again, this is just that the flat 5. So what I'm doing here, I'm grabbing these two strings, the B and the G. So then on the third time through, or on the very last time through, I should say, when we come from this G to the D, okay, so it's pretty much the same thing. Now it's just single notes. Okay, and then when it goes to the A the last time through, going to be very similar to the, I think I might have done something a teensy bit different, but it's not going to really matter. That riff is pretty much the same. Let me take it from the tail end of the song now, or take it to the very last time through, going from the G to the D. Okay, so it's going to be the same thing on the very end. So we're going to go to that B. Then the little riff. Okay, so that's the whole song there. So I hope you enjoyed that. Hope that's not too awfully difficult, though. You could always eliminate some of those riffs if you're kind of a beginner and those are a little bit hard for you to play. Throw in something off the E minor pentatonic scale in those places. All right, folks, I hope you enjoyed that. Give that one a try. It's kind of grows on you a bit. It's a fun one to play. It's a fun little blues jam you could jam with your friends with. So anyways, thank you so much for watching and dropping by, and please subscribe if you got some if you learned something out of this. I would really appreciate it. So thanks again for dropping by, and we will see you on the next video. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.